Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Raging Cajuns offense comes onto the field first today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many big league programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Let's go! Let's go! Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll start this drive with a pass. On target.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw.
Touchdown, Cajuns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That really nice nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Found the spot in the defense. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. Number 18.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his target down the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big sec.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Catch in the middle, it's Booker. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive.
The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Reads it, fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets open down the middle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Troy. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes the catch. It's Peters. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette.
And the Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Chambers. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance.
Touchdown, Memphis! And the route is on. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Memphis 35, Louisiana 10. Return runs out of bounds.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Immediately fires to the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Soto. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, running back on the move. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. They bring him down, but before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the single back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the... Sneaks it in. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard with the defense. A great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Caught near the sideline, it's Henry. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henry. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down.
Number 18.
The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the big fella. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Pollard could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Wants to fire on second down. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Peters. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to...
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Louisiana, 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Under fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He uncorks one deep. He makes a grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll try to blast their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good.
Memphis, 59, Louisiana, 24.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just dominating.